Our next step is going to involve this material right here, which is called plaster paper. You can find this at Hobby Lobby, where you'll find electric train sets, because they use them for making little mountains and rocks for electric train sets. You're also going to need a pan for water, and you need it to be kind of wide, and a cookie pan actually works pretty good. You need to have it to where you're not soaking the plaster paper. You just want to drag it over the water, because you'll lose the plaster on the inside and it won't stick as well if you just let it sit there and soak. Once the plaster dried, I painted the outside of the eyeball with plastic coat to seal it. The interior of the eyeball was painted using a latex white paint. We've painted a red eyeball in the center of this. The way we did that was we just took the center from here to here, made a little blue mark here, a little mark here, and then evenly spaced on the side, and just drew a little outline around it and simply painted it with a red latex. And the reason we use latex is, remember, there's no plastic on this part right here, so you're looking at that rubber ball. If you use an oil-based paint, it could dissolve that over time. So latex is water-based, and you're not likely to have that problem. After hanging the spider from an old oak tree, you can see that we started on the rear legs, and we started with a 45 elbow, a 5-inch piece of PVC pipe, another 45 elbow, a 20-inch piece of PVC pipe, one more elbow, 45 degrees, and an 8-foot piece of PVC pipe. You have your own choice of how long you want to make these pieces, especially the 20-inch and the 8-foot piece. You can shorten them down to a 15 or a 10-inch and a 6-foot piece or a 4-foot piece. The choice is totally up to you, depending on how long you want to make the spider's legs and how high you want to make the spider. We selected the choice that we had so that people could walk underneath the spider when they came trick-or-treating. We completed the front legs exactly the same way as we did the rear, starting with a 45-degree elbow, a 5-inch piece of PVC pipe, another 45-degree elbow, a 20-inch piece of PVC pipe, one more 45-degree elbow, and an 8-foot length of PVC pipe. It's important to note that the PVC alone is not enough to hold this prop up. Even though the base only weighs about 10 to 15 pounds, that, along with the weight of the PVC, will cause the PVC to crack at the joints. You need the rope along with the legs to hold it up and to keep it stable. You could use a base underneath the spider if you don't have a tree, or even better, if you have a fence, especially a tall fence, a 6-foot fence, you can actually mount this onto the fence, and that will hold it up properly. This combination here is actually extremely stable. We've actually had this last through some very severe thunderstorms and some extremely high winds. So you can rest assured, if you have a tall tree that's really strong, the combination of the PVC legs and the rope will hold it stable. There are a lot of ways to improve on this prop. You can add cheesecloth in the areas where the elbows are so that you can hide them, and the cloth blowing in the wind gives the prop a much less static appearance. That movement really adds to the effect. You can use fluorescent paint to paint the legs and actually use a black light to make them glow. We actually use a strobe light that blinks onto the eye. The possibilities really are endless, and I would really like to see some of you out there make this prop and add your own modifications to it. In case you were wondering how to attach the spider to a fence post, we started by using a band clamp to strap a piece of PVC to the fence post itself. We used band clamps on both the top and the bottom. Those held it really pretty securely. When that was done, we built a frame, and that frame would be used to support the eye. The frame was then attached to the PVC on the fence post, and when that was done, the spider eye would be placed on top of that frame. Then the legs would be attached the same as if we had put it on a tree, and that provides plenty of support.